The South Bay is becoming known for its breweries and brew houses. So when I was assigned to go shoot Brouwerij West over in San Pedro for the Easy Reader newspaper, I was kind of excited. I saw some photos of the place and it looked really neat. It's in a 70-year-old Port of Los Angeles receiving warehouse, only a few hundred feet from the water. So I sat down with the owner, Brian Mercer, and asked him if he could give us a little walkthrough tour of the place.
Okay, so this is our tasting room here. This building was built by the Navy all by hand in 1944 for World War II. They finished in 45, so did the war, so it was never actually used for the war effort. It turned into just a bonded warehouse and has been sort of in disrepair ever since. It took us about 2 years to get the facility ready to build the brewery. You're now standing in the tasting room. As we pan the camera around, you'll see that every one of the beams and trusses in this building is about 4 to 6 inches off from its original. It's slanting and leaning in all different directions. Okay, so now we're out of the tasting room. We're in the production area, the cellar. We have all of our fermenters are in here, all of our barrels are in here, our CIP cart. As the camera walks around, you'll see all of our equipment, but this is where all the beer is fermented and packaged ultimately. All right, so now we're up here in the brew house. This is where we make the beer, where we cook the beer. We process all of the malt. One key thing that's a little different about our brew house is as the camera pans around, you'll see we have a mash filter. So it's like a big giant French press for malt. We're kind of a green brewery in that sense. We save about 30% on our water usage, 30% less than a normal louder ton-based brewery, and also we save a whole lot of time, maybe about 45 minutes off a traditional louder ton brewery, and we also use about 30% less malt. Yeah, so mostly we do a lot of Belgian-style beer. We also do some mixed fermentation beer, so sort of tart to lightly sour beer. We now do Pilsners. We love Pilsners. And we do a lot of mixed grain, a lot of raw wheat, raw barley, raw buckwheat. Our mash filter really helps out with that. But yeah, we just like a lot of mixed grains, and we like a bunch of styles. We also do a pale ale from time to time. It's true. Tasting room is open. We have kids and dogs, and there's usually about 15 kids on bikes and skateboards and playing games. We also have a big courtyard outside, so bring food, bring family, and we usually have 1 to 2 food trucks. And Sunday we have Chory Man, so come on down.
So there you have it, Brew House West in San Pedro. Swing by, try a couple beers, and let us know what you think.